Wonderful.
Good, happy Thursday morning to you. I'm especially happy today. You know what's coming today, guys? My laptop. All right, yeah, I know. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but it kind of is. But I'm gonna try not to make it that big of a deal.
Why should it be a dud?
It better not be a dud. It better be just fine because, you know, I really want this laptop. But on an even better note, the sun is still shining. You know, I can put up with almost any kind of temperature as long as the sun is shining. And I'm really happy about
The
that.
sun was shining when it was minus 17.
It was shining, and if it wasn't shining, I'd have a much more difficult time dealing with it. Oh, she doesn't like her cherries? You don't like your cherries, Peanut?
Mommy,
Huh.
what if when you put the charger in, it doesn't even turn on?
Then we'd have to send it back, right? I'm hoping that this is a good one because I really feel like this guy really wants to do us right. So we're gonna see. How you doing, Nick?
Good.
What about that hair, boy? Are we gonna cut it?
Every day you say the same thing.
I know, but you never really give me a answer, a good answer.
Someday.
Someday. How you doing, Olivia? You having a good morning? Good.
Having a good morning.
Are you having a good morning?
Your hair's not having that good morning.
I think it's beautiful. Look at all those curls, you guys. It's beautiful.
Catherine's really the only one with a great part, sort of brushed hair.
Yeah.
Because my part is not all that. Yes.
Well, let's not get into too much hair, okay? We don't wanna-
Remember Olivia? Yeah.
You need a napkin? Sure, sweetie. I'll get you a napkin. Anyways, you guys, I was up until 1 o'clock last night.
You were?
Yeah, because we did that Country Life grocery haul and I still didn't have it edited. So I said, you know, I'm staying up. I'm going to edit this thing because it's not going to get done if I don't do it right here, right now.
It's still not uploaded.
It's not uploaded. I'm on that. I'm working on that. But at least I got yesterday's vlog uploaded, which brings me to another thing. I didn't even talk to the kids about this yet. But I've been thinking. I think that we are going to get a lot more informational videos and more things accomplished on Our Home Naturally if we slow down on the vlogs. So I'm thinking on the days. I know. I love doing the vlogs for you guys. But it's too much. I can't get it, especially the way this internet is running slow. I can't get it all done. I just can't get it all done. So what I'm thinking,
When we switch internet providers, then we'll still keep doing the vlog information.
we'll see. I'm not setting anything in stone, but I think on the days that I don't do a vlog, I might do like a real-time video real quick and just tell you guys how things are going, what's up for the day, and let you know, and then I'll get you something. Let mommy do it for you. And on the days that we don't do a vlog, we'll definitely do something. So we'll do like an informational type video on essential oils or cooking or something on Our Home Natural. So every day, my intention is to every day you guys getting a video except on Sabbath. We don't do that on Sabbath. But every day, 6 days a week, you guys getting a video of some sort, some way. So if you have not subscribed to Our Home Naturally, check us out there. And right now we don't have a whole lot, but my plan is to get more, especially with the essential oils and cooking, home, lifestyle, and some school type things, homeschooling type things there. So be on the lookout for that stuff. And also last night I was getting comments. You guys, I was getting excellent comments. This is what I was looking for with this video is really some back and forth comments and helping each other to really understand this whole situation, this whole idea behind TV. And I was just thinking over some of the things that have been said and what my response would be. And instead of replying really to some of these comments, I've got my mind just swirling with things to share and things to talk with you guys about. Hold on, honey, Carolyn, I can't talk over you. Things to talk about. So later today, I'm going to get on that. We're going to have like a discussion with you guys about some of the things that have been on my heart. But we're not going to do that right now because I'm hungry. I'm going to eat some breakfast. My brain is just filled with stuff to share with you, and I'm just praying that I can be able to express what God is impressing me to share with you without getting all confused and jumbled and mumbled. But I wanted to start by saying, I appreciate all of the comments you guys are sending me, and they're very positive. And even the ones that don't agree with me, you that don't agree with me, it's still been a very positive thing for me to be able to share and respond back and to get your take on things. And after having read the comments and talked with Curtis, I've got to backtrack a little bit and restate maybe in a different light what I was trying to share with you guys. First of all, Curtis was right. And often he is right, because I tend to say what I mean and say it pretty bluntly sometimes. And, in the past I have hurt a lot of feelings and hurt people needlessly and senselessly because of what I've said. But I'm not saying that I'm hurting you guys. What I'm saying is that I don't say things in the right way a lot of the times. And yesterday when I spoke with Curtis, when I was talking to Curtis with you guys on the video, I said something about how if it were up to me, TV would be banned from every home in America. And that, I am the queen of blanket statements. And Curtis tells me that all the time. He says, Stacy, you can't make blanket statements like that. And he's right. I shouldn't. And the thing is with TV, I have had such a bad experience with TV that it comes out in the way that I share it. Because when I was a kid, we lived off of TV. I mean, I wake up in the morning with the TV on. I go to school. I come home and pop that TV right back on. Saturday mornings, we're watching cartoons. All day Sunday, we're watching TV. And I just remember what it did. My childhood could have been so much more alive and so much more meaningful to me hadn't I put so much TV in my head and have so much garbage in my head just from sitting there and vegging in front of that blasted TV. So, that's my point with the TV. And yeah, there are good things on television. There's but I got to tell you that there's far less good than people say there is. But at the same time, it's between you and God, and it doesn't have to be. I shouldn't have said that, because it doesn't really have to be all bad. And yes, there are some good quality programs. But for our family, it doesn't work. I mean, we even tried it after Curtis and I got married. There was a television in a couple of apartments where the agency that I worked for, I was a traveling x-ray tech, and they'd put us up in these apartments with televisions. And, we're like, there's a lot of good stuff on TV. Why don't we just watch the things that are meaningful to us and that are edifying? That did not work for us. We had all of the best intentions, but we ended up vegging in front of that TV. And Nick ended up watching things that I never would have approved of, but it was right there, right in our home, right in front of us. And Curtis, he watched Nick when I was working. He was the one that stayed at home watching him, and we both had different ideas about what was good for him and what wasn't. And I just don't feel like a lot of the things that he was saying was good for him. I mean, he'd wake up at night having nightmares because of things that he'd watched on Animal Planet. And, people say, these shows are good. And, they teach you all kinds of things. They teach you, about the animals and things. But the Animal Planet, there's a lot of drama on that channel and a lot of other TV that we don't even really think about or focus on, is the drama, the what's going to happen next, all that, that suspenseful music. And the thing is that it gets us so numb to really listening to God's voice, because God doesn't talk like that most of the time with drama. He speaks in a still, small voice. And we're so used to filling our head with all this music and drama and what's going to happen and excitement and adventure. We don't have that calm spirit that is just listening to Christ trying to share with us. So, but anyways, on that note, internet's not much better. There's a lot, and in a lot of ways, it can be much worse, because there is so much information on the internet that can be a very negative thing. And just trying to find that balance and what to do with the children and the internet, and we're still struggling with it, because we want our children to explore the world, to learn about things, to enjoy life too, and to learn about, what's out there. But at the same time, it's our duty to protect them also. So it's hard to know really where that line is. And I think in our home, even we've crossed that line, because even in the recent past, we've allowed our children more leniency than I would like to admit with being on the internet. And so they're watching YouTube and all these, shows and different vlogs that, I question. And the thing is that it's too late now. They filled their brain with all this stuff, and I mean, it's too late to really stop from happening what happened, but it's not too late to try to change things. And just this past Sunday, they spent an exorbitant amount of time watching videos because Mama wasn't home, Daddy was busy, the kids were not really being watchful and guarding their minds like they should. And they weren't watching trash, but they were certainly filling their mind with video after video after video after video. So I said when I got home that evening, I said, you guys, you've used enough video time for the whole week. There's no more videos for the week. And of course I got some protests. But as this week has gone by, you guys, I have seen such a tremendous, not just a slight, but a tremendous change in my kids. They're communicating more with each other. They're interacting together like they used to do in the past before we got involved in all this YouTube and internet stuff. They're talking more respectfully to me. They're being more respectful to each other. And also they're understanding that, there's things around the house that need to be done. Nick was getting to the point when we were allowing him to watch so much that he was deliberately just not doing the things that he was supposed to do in the home, or just doing what he had to do to get by. And this week I have seen a complete turn around in that, where he's doing extra. He's making sure the house is clean and in order. He's making sure that my needs are met, that the burden is lightened on me. And it's just my experience. This is my experience that I'm sharing with you as, somebody that has watched a lot of TV and somebody that has actually taken it from our home. And that brings me to another point. Well, let me go back to the internet again. First, my mind is just, I got so much stuff to share with you. The internet is very dangerous and it's serious. And the thing is that I find it very crucial, and I haven't even done it as well in the past, to watch what is going on, what is being done on the internet with my children. And it's not that I don't trust them, but it is my duty to lead them towards God, and to lead them into a closer walk with God, and to make opportunities. I mean, I can't force them to develop a relationship with God, but I can make opportunities that make it much easier for that to happen. And one of those ways is just to be really strict about their internet usage, what they're watching, and how long they're watching it. And which brings me to another point that was brought up in a comment, is that you can't rule your family with an iron fist. And I totally, totally agree with that. But you can be just as strict as someone that rules their family with an iron fist, and have beautiful, well-trained children that are ready for the service of Christ. And what I mean by that is that when you're training up your kids, you can't be so stern and short and impatient with them and say, you will do what I say, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that, you're only going to get this much internet, you're only going to get to do this or that. We are very strict with the way that we run our home, but we do it in a way where we show our kids that we do it because we love them tremendously. I don't even know that the word strict is the word that I really want to use. It's more like just being firm. And we have the rules in place in our home because we love the Lord so much that we want to follow His will and do what He's sharing with us and telling us to do in our lives and in the way that we train up our children. And a lot of people, they have a hard time with that because they look at the real strict parents and see children that have come out just rebellious as can be. But the thing in our home is that we want to not only be firm in our discipline, but to share with the children why it's important to be firm like that. And we really communicate with them, and we share with them about, the reasons behind everything that we do in the house, and why we have all of these strict rules. And you see different kids that way. You see children that are willing to comply, children that are doing everything they can to please you, and children, you're less likely to have rebellion if you have those communication lines open and you really show them that you love them. Because when I was a kid, I was ruled with an iron fist, and I have to be careful about sharing this, because I loved my mom dearly. She was a single mom. She was really struggling with raising us, and I think that's really the only way that she knew how to do it. And I rebelled. I rebelled as an adult greatly. I went to the bars. I was drinking. I even had, relationships that I shouldn't have had, intimate relationships. And if you want to understand more about that, you can go to my testimony video, and I share a lot about that situation. But I don't want that to happen to my kids, and that's why we communicate, we talk. And my children talk to me like I have never been able to talk to my mom. And they share the most intimate things with me, even when they do wrong and they've done it behind my back, and they've done some, Nick he's the older one, he's the boy, and he actually is the most real when it comes to, and the most honest when it comes to these kids. I mean, he shares with me when he's been bad. He does not hide it, and I really find that to be a blessing. And I think, the Duggars were brought up in one comment, and you said, it was brought to my attention. They're like, this comment: if you rule with an iron fist, you're going to get nothing but trouble, nothing but rebellion. And I totally agree with that. So it is not our idea to rule with an iron fist, but to be soft, to be tender, to be loving, but to be firm at the same time, and to stand our ground. And that's what God wants for us. God tells us if we don't know how to obey our parents, we're never going to learn how to obey Him. And He is firm. He's a firm and a very, very loving God. And He wants us to follow Him and to obey Him and to do what He's told us to do, so that our lives will be a blessing to ourselves, a blessing to others, that we learn to be selfless, and that we can learn to serve and spread the gospel, and to be prepared for that great and wonderful day when we'll be in heaven. So, I don't know if I got my point across, but that's what's on my heart. And I really appreciate you guys and the way you have just really embraced me and our family, and have shared so much with the comments, and they really mean a lot to us. And I welcome, like I said before, I welcome those comments that don't agree with me. And a lot of times I rethink things, which is a good thing, and have to look back and see what I could have said differently, what I could have done differently, and maybe just to clarify things even a little bit more, and to share with one another, and to just try to help each other and to edify one another. That's it for now. I just wanted to add to just share with you guys. I'm thinking of more and more things to say, but I'm going to try to make this short. Our family is definitely a work in progress, and we do have our issues, and we love you guys, and we just want to share with you what has been working for us. And Curtis and I have come from such a dark place in the past, and we just see God's hand in our lives, and how blessed we are, and how happy we are, that at times I get overzealous with what I share, and God's working with me on that. I just want you guys to know that I care about you, I love you, and I just want to share with you the best I can, and I'm repeating myself. But anyway, I'm working on it. We're working on it. Praise God. He's in control. He's a patient God, and He knows what His children need. And we're just going to move forward with that, and I'm just going to keep sharing. There's always going to be things that people don't like about what I'm sharing, but I'm going to keep sharing it just because I really feel like that's what God's called me to do with this channel. And we'll just go from there. So we are preparing for lunch. And I was thinking, we've been so busy, but you know, it's kind of neat when you decide just to eat simple, that you can just like throw things together like in no time. Like Olivia, she's making this cabbage salad, whipping it up.
It's super easy.
Super easy. It's super easy. You just throw the stuff in the food processor, throw a little lemon juice, a little salt, a little dill on it.
If you don't have a food processor, then it comes into a chore.
It turns into a bit of a chore, yeah, because you use the grater and we did that for a long time.
We had one time we had cabbage all lining this counter.
It's kind of a mess. But Daddy was so kind as to allow me to finally get a food processor. So we're gonna have the cabbage salad, and we're gonna have some green beans. Oh, I think I'm cooking them a little bit too hot. I'm gonna turn this down. And some leftover tomato rice soup.
I remember he had these big plans.
Yum, yum, yum. And then we're going to eat some leftover sweet potatoes. It's a leftover day. Thankfully, I had plenty of leftovers because I'm busy. Well, I'm busy mama today.
Ever since then, it
The laptop is here. I think Olivia already told you that. And I am exercising great restraint and not opening it yet.
But now we're going to open it.
Well, we're going to open it very soon. And hopefully it's in good shape. I hope. Well, we're in the middle of lunchtime because Mama got busy and forgot to share it with you guys. But I did show you beforehand what we were going to have anyway. But I just wanted to show you my plate. Leave it to Daddy to mess up a video. No, I'm kidding.
Hello?
It's Daddy. But anyways, that's what we have. Green beans, some cucumbers, some cabbage salad with hummus on it, and leftover sweet potatoes.
Yeah, they're going great.
Shh, you're loud. The sweet potatoes don't look like much because they're kind of recooked, but I'm going to eat them. I don't want to waste it. And some tomato soup.
She's making a video right now.
Tomato soup. It's tea time, you guys. And look, I'm not alone. I got the whole gang with me. I'm going to have tea with my children today.
Can you pull stuff, please?
Pull it up. Can you wait just a minute?
Oh, I have an itch under my arm.
Oh, you do?
Camera problems.
Okay. So, I'm having tea with my children, and we're having some library book time.
So I'm going to read the girls this book I got in the library.
The Houses of the Past, Future, Present, and Future. Oh, okay.
So we're going to read this together.
Okay.
Okay. And the thumb.
In just a minute. You girls ready to go to sleep?
Yeah. Yeah. Is it on?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 8:29.
Yeah, it's too late. We need to start getting to bed on time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can get up on time. And we can have a little talk time or read time.
Wait.
Or Mom.
This is crazy.
What's that?
It's already Friday tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow's Friday.
It was just the weekend.
I know.
I just got my hair cut.
Where's the day go? Where's the time go, right?
I just ate at the taco place with that. No, it's not. It's seriously Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday. I love you.
Yay, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Like, I feel like yesterday at taco place.
Okay, what do you girls want to say?
Live well and be strong. Adios.
See what's going on in here. There's a boy that's falling asleep on me. Good night, Nick.
Oh, you're here.
Nick, seriously, the hair.
I was just gonna say something too. I'm like,
What were you going to say?
it's magnificent.
I don't know. We need to work on it.
Every day. I don't know what to do about it.
The kitty cat's looking for some tuna. You want to say goodnight to our friends, Peanut? All right, go ahead.
Live well and be strong. Adios. Bye.
I have been so involved in getting this computer the way I need it that I lost track of time, and it's getting late. So, but I wanted to say goodnight to you guys and finish this off properly. It's been an interesting day. I've really enjoyed your comments, and I think you've heard enough from me today. I've said quite enough. I was going to talk about the toy situation in our house today, but I think that would make this, for one thing, that would make this video stretch out too long, and I think I'm just going to save it and try again tomorrow. We've had enough to talk about today, and yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna leave this whole TV situation alone now for a while, but I'm willing to bring it back up again if you guys want me to. So anyways, we're just gonna move right along. I was looking through my Steps to Christ today, and once again, you guys, if you want this book, it's an excellent book. I will be glad to send it to you free. Just let me know if you want it and give me your address and we'll send it right on to you. But I'm reading the chapter on consecration, and I thought that this paragraph, there's just so much to share with you in here that I don't even really hardly know where to pick, but I think God really led me to this paragraph because it kind of fits what we've been talking about in a general sense. And anyways, I'm just going to read it to you. There are those who profess to serve God, while they rely upon their own efforts to obey His law, to form a right character, and to secure salvation. Their hearts are not moved by any deep sense of the love of Christ, but they seek to perform the duties of the Christian life as that which God requires of them in order to gain heaven. Such religion is worth nothing. When Christ dwells in the heart, the soul will be so filled with His love, with the joy of communion with Him, that it will cleave to Him, and in the contemplation of Him, self will be forgotten. Love to Christ will be the spring of action. Those who feel the constraining love of God do not ask how little may be given to meet the requirements of God. They do not ask for the lowest standard, but aim at perfect conformity to the will of their Redeemer. With earnest desire, they yield all and manifest an interest proportionate to the value of the object which they seek. A profession of Christ without this deep love is mere talk, dry formality, and heavy drudgery. Because of all this stuff that we were talking about with the television, I kind of sensed with some comments that it wasn't said directly, but I kind of sensed an idea that maybe we were just trying to get to heaven by our works and trying to get there by our own strength. And I thought that this passage was fitting because you can't. The reason that we do the things that we do in our home is because of the love that we have for God, and because He tells us to do these things, we do it. And I did mention that earlier today, but I thought it was pretty neat that I found this in the very chapter that I was reading anyways, that we really have to have Christ dwelling in the heart for us to be able to even do what God wants us to do and to follow His will. And we just have to have that true love for God. So anyways, I'm going to say goodnight. Try to get this video edited. I uploaded the Country Life Natural Foods order haul. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you can go on over to Our Home Naturally and check that out if you'd like. I'm going to go get some sleep. I hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget to live well and be strong. Bye-bye.